This ride is incredible. I can't explain what it is. Yeah, that being said, I've had a huge change of opinion recently on this coaster, and I would genuinely say G'day, my name's DigitalDan. Welcome back to... Why did I start it like that? Welcome back to my bedroom. This is where I record all my videos, if you're not an avid viewer of the channel. But if you are, then very much appreciate it, because I just want to say thank you for almost 9,000 subscribers. I started this channel off not thinking it would go anywhere. 100 subs was a massive milestone in itself, and to say that I almost have 10,000 is... it's mental. It's insane. It's a lot like the ride we're talking about today. As I said, if you're not subscribed, if you've left a comment or just left a single like on a video once, honestly, appreciate it to the end of the world. Does that make sense? But yes, I know from this video you are sat there wondering, what coaster could this video be about? Obviously the title doesn't really give anything away. The thumbnail doesn't really give anything away, neither does what I'm wearing, neither does this. Now you can actually see what I'm wearing right now, and you can see what's behind me as well. You can buy it from teespring.com. But obviously, the ride I'm going to be talking about, it's very well known within the UK community and worldwide. It's praised very highly for the park it's at, and also it's claimed by the most intelligent people to be one of the most dangerous roller coasters in the world.
The SMILER, a United Kingdom coaster, reaches top speeds of nearly 150 miles per hour.
It is, of course, the SMILER. Now, if you watch some of my videos, you will know that I do rate the SMILER quite highly. I did a video recently where I said it's one of the craziest I've ever been on, and as you know, it is one of my favourites in the UK, and I've had a bit of a change of opinion recently to do with my top UK coasters. Quite a big change, to be honest. So, is the SMILER the best roller coaster in the UK? And to give my answer to that, there's nothing else I can really do than shout to the top of my lungs. Take you through a short overview of the ride and give my opinions on different sections and stuff. This is a really in-depth analysis. You're going to hear words such as the, and also marmalizer. That's quite a big word. So we're going to start with walking into the area. So of course, you're at Alton Towers, you're going to be walking tons. So you're either coming from the Alton Towers, where there's a massive hill, or you're coming straight from Tower Street or Spinball Wizard, or you're coming from CBeebies Land. Although, if you're coming from CBeebies Land and you've just done Octonauts with your children, I don't think you're going to take the children on the... You might do. Then, of course, directly in front of you, you've got Oblivion, and then in front of that, you've got Just Chicken, which, as you can see here, I do actually work at Just Chicken. I mean Fried Chicken Co. And just for you guys, I'll serve you. This is a huge deal, so listen closely. If you come to Just Chicken right now, I'll give you £2.50 for a packet of water. You end up at the entrance for the SMILER. Now, the queue is quite long. To some extent, I would believe that walking the entire queue line is the exact same duration as the ride, even if there's no one in the queue. It's a very long queue, but it does give some very good views, especially when Enterprise is stuck. You've obviously got the music blaring, which some people do say that the music is very annoying, but I don't find it too bad. Then throughout the queue, you've got a couple screens positioned around with different, like, oh, get marmalised thing. Sometimes they don't work and they have a few problems, but that's okay. And then you walk on the inside section of the queue, which is just a little bit of a cattle pen, and the technical problems worsen. Then you got the stairs, which when it's raining is absolutely soaking and slippy and shit. See, I feel like I've just sat here and slated the entire queue line, because it's actually a nice queue line, especially recently with all the rides I've had on it. There's been good operations behind it, so you're not actually stuck in there for that long and you're constantly moving. So, you know, don't take all of what I say as fact, because I'm only joking around. Please, Alton Towers, don't do a Ben & Jerry's to me. Right, so as it normally goes with these types of videos, we're going to watch a POV, and we're going to go through some of my favourite parts of it. So obviously here, we have the amazing doors opening sequence, where it does go into smoke sometimes, depending on what effects are working. And we go into the indoor section, dive down, and this inversion is quite nice. I do quite like it. And then you enter the first lift hill. Obviously, it's quite loud in there because the sound effects are amped up by about 700 decibels. So we crest the top of the lift hill and we dive down to the right. This bit's quite good because this inversion here is very whippy. You can see it from the POV. Then you go into the 2 dive loops. These are really good as well. If you don't like them, then it's not my problem. Dive down again. Then we go into, right, let's just talk about it for a second. Airtime Hills. Basically, there's enough airtime that you basically hit the ceiling. Then you go into the Batwing. The Batwing's quite a fun element, to be honest. Round into the corkscrew, and then we go into the second lift hill. Now, oh, that faded quick. That wasn't supposed to happen. What's happened there? The whole first section of the ride, in my opinion, it's solid. It's a good section of the ride. In my opinion, the second bit is where it gets a little bit more crazy. I just want to mention, the bottom of the first drop can be a little on the rough side, can be a bit headbangy, but if you're prone to roughness, fair enough. I'm personally not that fussed, and I enjoy it for what it is anyway. The halfway bit, usually when we go into that brake run, my head's just can't function properly. And then you're in the vertical lift hill, or as some, again, really intelligent people say, the 180-degree lift hill. You know, this ride is about 400 foot tall. It eats about, I'd say, about 300 calories an hour. It's quite cool. And then you crest over this lift hill. I just want to say, both these lift hills have an amazing view off of it. You can see the entire lake and the towers in front of you. You can see Wicker Man off in the distance as well. And then you dive down really quick, and this is where it gets a little bit on the rough side down here. It's a little bit jolty, like a bit like that. These 2 inversions are amazing. I love these 2. They just have such a smooth transition into them. And then, oh, we're in space. But this Airtime Hill here is the best moment of the ride. I know it has 14 inversions. I know the main branding and the whole thing of it was that it has so many loops, but I don't care. But anyway, here we go into what is probably the most controversial point of the ride, the Cobra Roll, because, well, and that inversion, they're both very jolty. We slow this down, you can see there's a sudden jolt to the left. It's a bit painful depending on where you're sat and how good of a ride you get. I'm just going to say it now. The SMILER, last year, running beautifully. We then go into this inversion here. It's not the best. It's the worst one on the ride, let's just say that. Every time I ride the SMILER and you get to this inversion here and you go over, I always feel like halfway through my body's about to limp and it's just going to fall out. And I'm just out my seat, and then it just crashes back down again when it reaches the turn. And then we do this little turn round into the brake run. And there's usually not someone standing there, but that's just for added theming. And just before I collect my information, I gather my final opinion, I'm going to talk about the theme real quick because, well, to put it simply, it's fun. But yeah, that's an overview of the SMILER, and I would say it's an incredible ride. It's one of the best we have in the UK, but is it the best in the UK? And I've had a massive change of opinion on this ride, and it went from being like 5th or 6th in my top UK coasters to being way up there, and now I would genuinely say the SMILER is my number 2 in the UK. No! But in all seriousness, personally, I don't think it's the best in the UK. My favourite in the UK is Icon. I know, I'm generic. I just want to say this here, please don't get me wrong. The SMILER is an incredible ride. I can definitely, and I mean definitely, see why people prefer it over any other coaster in the UK, because it is incredible. But at the end of the day, it's all down to personal preference. What's your guys' opinion? What ride do you think beats the SMILER to number 1 in the UK? If one does, if it is your number 1, comment below. But again, personal preference. My opinion, second. I'd love to say it's first, but I just can't. I can't betray Icon like that. And I don't really say this often, but if you want to subscribe, feel free to. If you don't, then that's completely fair enough. It's up to you. It's a matter of personal preference. But like I said at the start, thank you so much to everyone for all the support, whether you've just commented on a video or liked one or haven't subscribed, whatever. If you've watched a video of mine, thank you so much. And thanks to everyone for watching this one too. 9,000 subscribers almost it's mental. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.